Merry Christmas, everyone! I hope you're having a wonderful Christmas. I know I am. And before we start this stream, I just want to give a big thank you to everyone for granting my Christmas wish. We reached 70,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. This means a lot to me. I've always wanted to do YouTube full time, and we are ever so close to that silver play button. So this is great, and the fact that it was on Christmas Day makes it even more exciting. So this has just been a crazy time to be a Nintendo fan, because today there is a new leak of the Nintendo Switch 2, believe it or not, and what I'd usually say about leaks before, which is why I didn't cover them, fake, it's all garbage, but at this point, everything that's been releasing so far is seeming pretty legitimate. At this point, there are so many sources that it's pretty much confirmed. Rule of thumb when it comes to leaks and rumors, if something is being said so much and there's concrete evidence and stuff, likely true. If it's so insane that nobody could make it up like Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle was, probably true. But if it's something like predicting a new 3D Mario that's open world or, just something anybody can guess, keep on guessing and eventually you'll get it right, so I just ignore that. So, let's take a look at this Nintendo Switch 2 design. And I love that on this channel, that Twinkie the Kid is literally the mascot for the Nintendo Switch 2. Just like how Disc-kun was for the Famicom Disk System, that's who Twinkie the Kid is for the Nintendo Switch 2. That's because it's a reminder that TND needs to eat Billy Dogs, because unless Nintendo does a Sega Saturn and releases the Nintendo Switch 2 tomorrow, eat up, big boy! So let's take a look at the design itself. So this picture right here is what we got of the Switch 2. As you can see, this background does not look like somewhere a Switch 2 would be. It honestly looks more like not a factory, it looks like a workshop. This does not look like a factory to me. It looks like too small of a place to be a factory. You can see that there are shelves in the background. So this is likely someone's studio, but they do have the Nintendo Switch 2. Furious, thank you so much. I know you said that you congratulated me earlier or look at your sub count. I certainly did. And if we're talking about the Switch 2 logo, we're definitely going to get there. Because you know how I am with logos. But just taking a look at the design of it, you can see that that side's a positive side, and this is something we didn't know about the Switch 2. The way that the Joy-Cons are going to connect magnetically is there is this connector right here, and likely there's one on the Joy-Cons. So that confirms that the Joy-Con leak that was a thing a few months ago, it's all but confirmed now at this point. So taking a look at it, you can see the kickstand, and at first I didn't know what was going on in this picture. It honestly just looked more like a router. If you've seen an old school router, that's what it looked like. But this is the kickstand for the Switch 2. It looks kind of flimsy. It doesn't look as good as the OLED one, but I never really used the kickstand. You got a PS5 Pro. Oh, you got Sonic X Shadow? Good game. Nice Christmas present. Definitely better than a PS5 Pro. But why would anyone get a PS5 Pro if the Switch 2 is coming soon? Yeah, at Ace's point, I was a little over 30k, I believe. We reached 50k in 2023. So taking a look at the Switch 2 design, it pretty much confirms that those Joy-Cons are real and exactly what we know about it. And there's a little connector. So it's probably a little magnetic thing where it's not like putting in a cartridge, but it just snaps into place. It's not as big of a deal as I think people are making it out to be. I had no problem with the Joy-Cons just sliding on, but I know that was a problem for a lot of people, and maybe this will be better. Maybe it'll be something where I'm like, hey, why was this not a thing before? But at the end of the day, it's not exactly, or the magnets or anything like that matter about a game system. It's the games. Although the features matter too. Today's menu: coffee and a Christmas Mario mug. It's my favorite, one of my favorite mugs. If it truly is as powerful as a PS5, out of the dock, like in handheld mode? That's insane. That had to probably cost a lot. I think it's doable. I think it will be more powerful than the PS4. I think it at least has to be on the level where it can do 4K. But this kickstand says nothing about the specs, but I'm believing this is true 100%. Next one. I don't know why we could literally get a view like this of the other one, where a guy literally has his hand out and he's holding it up. Why is this one zoomed in? Why is that the case? I'm assuming, like, when you're at the factory or the workshop, they probably are very strict about it. So, I don't have a phone with me right now, so I'll just use a Switch game card case. So, if you are doing something along the lines of taking a picture of it, like, you gotta be quick. So, what I'm assuming they could do is they could take a video of it and then, like, capture that. It's so weird, but still, despite the uncertainty, or not the uncertainty, the blurriness, and just the kind of the skeptical nature of these leaks, I'm thinking this one would be real. Let's see, congratulations on your 70K milestone. Melissa, let's see. Channel activity. I know who you are. Let's make you a moderator. It looks like a suitcase. Back. So this is what the dock looks like. I want to see a built-in screen recorder. That'd be cool if there was something that would replace an Elgato, but knowing Nintendo, the quality of it would be nowhere near on the level. And also, the amount of storage that would take would be crazy. So let's take a look at this right here. This is the dock. This is the dock that your Switch 2 is going to go in. So, just one glimpse of it alone, you can see that it's curved and it looks like that mock-up. And it's probably going to be slightly smaller than the original sandwich dock. I hope it doesn't scratch the screen like the original Switch dock did. You pretty much need a screen protector or a dock sock. I don't think I still have my dock sock. I just got a screen protector. But also another thing you can do is if you want the dock not to scratch the screen and you're tech savvy, could make an extreme rate air docky like I did and even add the LEDs in it. That's what I did for it. And I will be selling these on my Etsy if you're interested. These are great to have. I've brought them to conventions. I even brought one to Greece. And it's original dock, but scaled down to fit in here because all the dock really is just one chip. There's nothing to it. It's excessive plastic, although for this, I'm hoping that means there's more power. It's going to be a more powerful system. It's going to be beefier. It's going to blow the PS5 out of the water. It's going to blow the dust off my Xbox Series X. Because it'll probably have games. And by probably, knowing Nintendo, of course it has to. How else would they sell their system? So yeah, this doesn't show much, but here's the but here. That's a good question, Jack Attack. Hopefully the dock is compatible with bread. Well, every game system can be compatible with bread. Yeah, Pioro confirmed it. Pioro came back and he essentially confirmed what the Nintendo Switch 2 logo is, and we are going to get to that part. Anton Retro, good to see ya. How's Christmas in Canada? You having a white Christmas this year? We never do in Florida. So now let's take a look at the final one. This is the grainiest, but you can definitely picture what this is right here. And this is the big one. This is what the logo is going to look like. Logos, huh? There's a logo, there's Fury. Where there's logos, Fury pinches back. So let's take a look at it. This is blurry. If you've seen a Switch dock before, this is exactly what it looks like, where it kind of blends in. It's literally the Nintendo Switch logo with a big fat 2 on the right. Honestly, I don't have much of an opinion. Because I think that... I'm not surprised at all. From what this system is... Oh, that's cool, you got snow. From what this system is, it's literally just a more powerful Switch. Unless there are new features like there were on the 3DS to the DS, like Street Pass and stuff like that, or a gimmick like the 3D. We don't know about any gimmicks. This is just looking to be essentially the first revision that's mostly just a power upgrade that Nintendo's done. The first one since the Game Boy Color. And that's up for debate whether it's a successor. Some consider it an iteration of the original Game Boy. But considering how many exclusives there are, I consider it a successor. And this is definitely a successor because it's called the Nintendo Switch successor. And considering, after what Furious is saying, they're not taking any risks after the Wii U. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do something clever or cutesy, call it the Switch U, or have some app where, I'm trying to think, it's some like streaming service, kind of like Nintendo TV, where it's like highlights of Netflix and Hulu, but has some weird Nintendo charm. No! This is straight up the Nintendo Switch 2, and they want you to know that. They want you to know that they mean business, and you are going to get Pink Gold Peach in 4K. So yeah, I mean, the logo isn't the most exciting thing. I think that it's pretty much going to blend in. I would have raised up the 2 a little more. This is a nitpick, but I think that it's off-center a little bit. It doesn't look that professional. Maybe it's a prototype unit, so maybe it'll be fixed in the final one, or maybe it's just the angle that it's taken. I couldn't imagine Nintendo having it that off-center, but either way, when it comes to Nintendo Switch logos, I mean, the original logo is iconic. How could you really top it if it's called the Switch 2, unless there was like some monumental gimmick, which I'm assuming there's not going to be. And you know what? That's okay. I don't think there needs to be an extreme gimmick, like the gamepad or anything like that. I think they could do it with features. They could bring back Street Pass, they could have connectivity, something along the lines of that, something that Nintendo would do. Something like Miiverse, maybe? They don't necessarily need to do something that completely changes the way you game. Because with the Nintendo Switch, the gimmick of that was it being a console handheld hybrid, and that was an amazing thing. I couldn't go back to just having a console and that's it. We're at a point where we could literally have 4K games on the go, so you better take advantage of that, Nintendo. And at this point, it is very likely that we're going to see the Switch 2 on January 8th, which also happens to be the birthday of Kim Jong-un. Fun fact for you guys. So, there you go. I feel like all these leaks about the Nintendo Switch 2 are true, and that's why I'm speaking about it today. And with the Nintendo Switch 2 leaks, now is the time to talk about it. Before, and stuff like, the Nintendo Switch Pro? No, that's garbage. That is garbage YouTube content. That is the diarrhea of Nintendo YouTube. But, no, all this is real right here. There's no question about it. However, we're still gonna have Twinkie the Kid be the mascot of the Nintendo Switch 2. And it can't be, speaking of modern, it can't be the modern design that's a little oversimplified. It has to be this Disney-esque 2D gradient. This is the one they gotta use. This is the one that they have to literally use for the mascot of the Nintendo Switch 2. You guys vouch for Twinkie the Kid as the mascot of the Nintendo Switch 2. Who needs Mario when you got the OG himself? Although, funnily enough, Hostess is doing a redesign for Twinkies, cupcakes, ding-dongs. Oh my gosh. So, this stream, I wanted it to be a little bit short because I still am celebrating Christmas with my girlfriend, so I'm going to be playing a few games, and also, I'm going to do a sequel to an I Love Nintendo 1999 video. But before doing that, let's take a look at the chat, shall we? I think the angle and lighting... Yeah, I'm guessing it's the angle and lighting. They wouldn't do an off-center too. That seems like something a weird fashion brand would do. That seems like something that an artist who tapes a banana to a wall would do to make a statement. Yeah, 40th Mario anniversary is happening. Super Mario Maker 3 could be a possibility. They don't have the mascot on the box anymore. Why aren't they releasing it on holiday break? They could be releasing it on spring break. You know, at this point, I feel like Nintendo waited so long to reveal it that it was just inevitable. Like, it was going to happen. They shouldn't be surprised. Also, they were very trusting with companies like D-Brand and All the companies in China making the cases. Super Nintendo Switch was right there. After the Wii U, I don't think they want to take any chances. They want to make it as concrete as possible. No questions asked. Because even with the Super Nintendo, there were people who were saying, why would we need to buy another Nintendo? We already got one at home. Whereas 2, that makes it extremely, extremely obvious that 2 is in the title, meaning that it's a successor and you don't have it. I'm doing well. So for the sequel, Mario All-Stars, that would be so lame. That would be lame as hell. If they just celebrated Mario's anniversaries with just a re-release of 3D All-Stars every 5 years, ugh, that would be so lame. Maybe if they actually made remakes of it, like the Thousand Year Door, that'd be great. But I'm assuming something more along the lines of Super Mario Maker 3. That'd be cool if it had Wonder as a style. But now, it's time to make a sequel to I Love Nintendo 1999's Christmas Presents. So this is going to be a lot of fun. But first, let's actually get some Christmas spirit. So, starting off with Christmas when you get older. When you're a kid, the thing with Christmas is you get so excited for it. Because Christmas and your birthday, that's the main time of the year to get the gifts you've been wanting. It's the main time to get the games and the consoles and stuff like that. And what kid is throwing newspapers around anymore? So, and even then, it would take forever to save up for one. But when you're an adult, you just get what you want day one. I can't really think of times where I haven't gotten a game day one in recent memory. Maybe a few days later when I was working in retail, because by the time that, let's say, a game like Super Mario Party Jamboree release, I was working 12 to 8, and I was tired by the time I got home, so I just waited until that weekend. But I pretty much get every game that I want, so it's just a few things Santa brought me that I usually wouldn't get myself, but they're definitely cool. So you probably know that one of my hobbies now is 3D printing, and I will be selling Demeech amiibos soon. I have a design in mind. Furious, I don't think that's you because it's Hanukkah. I don't think there's any equivalent of Santa for Hanukkah, is there? No, there wouldn't. I don't think there would be. That would be a crazy year, Jordan. So, let's take a look at the first thing I got. So, I already got the printer, but for the finer details, I got a 3D printer pen. So, with this, you can actually make things with it, although my idea is just to enhance the models that I've already printed out. Like, if it's missing something, I could use this pen to fix it. So, I was working on these Santa Warriors, and part of the belt was missing, so with the pen, I could actually draw on the belt. Or, you know, stuff like that. It's cool that you can actually make something like Bulbasaur with it. I don't use TikTok, but my sister was telling me that these pens are popular on TikTok. That's not the only pen. The oil pen epidemic. And then, right here, you know you're getting old when you're getting socks for Christmas, but then you're immediately reminded that you're not that old when it's SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward, Sandy. Some things never change. This is something my sister got me, so these are SpongeBob socks. You got SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward, but not Sandy. I just noticed that there are nutrition facts on this. These are literally socks, but it looks like a container of ice cream. Didn't Nathaniel Bandy do something where he said if there was something in a Nintendo Direct there or not there, he would eat a sock, and I think he did? Ah, Bandy. SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward, Sandy, Nathaniel Bandy. Yeah, maybe, thanks. And then we got Super Mario Brothers Icon Nightlight. Or it's an icon lamp. Yeah, it could be a nightlight or it could be a lamp. It's hard to see because the camera blocks it out, but it's a question block. So I already have a pretty big collection of lamps, so I'm going to try to find a place to put this, but Nintendo's going hard with the merch. I mean, Look how much they've been marketing Mario recently. Especially with the movie and all the games. They're on top of the world. And I hope they continue that momentum if they continue making amazing games. But here's the coolest one. Or actually, there are two coolest ones. So I got a Jack Specific set with Luigi and Boo. So you got them right here. And I got, in addition to Bowser that I had, and I don't have Donkey Kong, but I'm going to get him, a giant King Boo. This is the King Boo from Mario Kart and the spin-offs. But what he does is you move it around like this, and it moves. And it glows in the dark. You can't beat Luigi's Mansion King Boo. But I gotta say, this is super cool to have. And I'm prepared for Halloween. So, playing Luigi's Mansion 2 HD and having this as a decoration, now that would be awesome. And then I got a ton of 3D printer filament. I got quite a few colors. I got transparent filament for the first time, so I'm gonna make ice Demeech sculptures. You've been feeling cold and weird all day? I hope you're feeling better. Everyone's been getting sick recently. Well, everything in this world is eatable. Even I'm eatable. But that is called cannibalism and is in fact frowned upon in most societies. So no, I wouldn't eat the socks. But there is one thing that I got that I want to show you guys. This was a gift I got for myself before, but Santa Claus brought me something else for it. Don't tell Cody. I got myself a Steam Deck. Now, I got this for my birthday, which is very close to Christmas. And I was super excited to get one because I wanted to see what all the hype was about. So, I've been enjoying it. And although I'll definitely play my Switch, and of course Nintendo Switch 2, way more, it's still cool to have. And I've been using it as an emulation handheld because this thing can play pretty much anything. It can even play Switch, although that's not something I dabble in. But I've been playing Super Mario Galaxy 2 on it. And the cool thing is, I will be able to stream from my Steam Deck. I'm sure there's a way you can do it digitally, but I got a dock for it. You just plug it in, you can play it on the TV, use a controller. So yeah, I'm going to see what all the hype is about. And it's exciting. You know, being a Nintendo fan, I'm always most excited about Nintendo, but I always like trying out the other brands too. Can you make Red Demeech into an amiibo? I could definitely do that. Yeah, that'd be cool, Jordan. You have to stay... Well, that's if you're Cody. Are we going to play some Mario Kart 8? We're going to play a few rounds. But yeah, how many of you guys have a Steam Deck? Because I did a poll asking, and most people don't have it. But let's actually see what games I got on my Steam Deck. The cool thing about Steam is the games are inexpensive. I think the battery's dead. Or wait. No, it's not. It just takes a second to load. See ya, Matthew. Have a Merry Christmas. Could you imagine if your birthday was on Christmas? I knew someone who had their birthday on Christmas, and she said she got double the presents. But as you get older, you really realize that Christmas is not about presents, it's about spending time with your family. 100K by January would be crazy. I gotta work hard for it, but I'm saying by 2025, I think we can get there. Thank you, FastFan07. Hey, Demeech, hope you had a good Christmas. I got an Oculus Quest 3 and a truck. When is the next video coming out? So I am doing the video that's a response to Sir Musty. Some of you probably already saw it. So I'm definitely doing that. But in terms of a next video, I want to get one out by the end of the year. Because honestly, it's just been not a great year for me in terms of output. But in order to do this full time, I got to put out the output. And my goal, I've shared my plan for 2025. I'm going to try to do at least 5 videos a week. Some of those are going to be shorts, but I also want to get out at least one big video a week, be it a review of a handheld, or trash or treasure, or an animation review. So sticking to all those 3 categories, Gator Garage, trash or treasure, and animation reviews, which don't have a name yet, it's going to be exciting. And I just feel like this was a light year for Nintendo. They didn't do anything horrible, but they also didn't do anything too revolutionary or crazy outside of Mario and Luigi Brothership, which I still am playing, and I'm actually liking it a bit more now. But undoubtedly, the best thing that happened this year was Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door and Mario vs. Donkey Kong. That is cool. I drive a Toyota Camry. You think the Switch 2 will have a personality and themes? I don't know. I don't think it's going to be like the Wii U where it has that personality. But I do feel like it'll definitely have... It could have themes, but I also heard rumors the UI is going to be the same. I'm not expecting anything when it comes to that. Nothing at all. But the games I have on the Steam Deck, well, I got a bunch of emulated games. You can see I've been playing Donkey Kong Country 3 on it. I always like to play that during the Christmas season. So if you want to know what my taste in Steam games is, Anton Blast, Crash Insane Trilogy, Pac-Man Championship Edition, Deluxe, Rayman Origins, Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed, Sonic Adventure 2 for Riders DX, Sonic CD, Sonic Generations, and Zuma Deluxe. It's only a matter of time until I get something like Elden Ring. But yeah, we've been streaming for almost 30 minutes, so I feel like it's time to play some games and take some names. Merry Christmas, J to the P. Moreno. How would a Demeech cartoon be like? I think it would be edgy, but not Family Guy or South Park edgy. Somewhere in between. I'm not sure exactly how it would be. So I'm debating what to play. I'm going to do a little bit of Mario Kart, so if you want to join, the code's there. Mario Kart's always good. That's like comfort food. You know Mario Kart's always going to be a good time. Although, I will say, I am so excited to move on from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. That is going to be hype. Assuming that Mario Kart 9 is going to be good, but I trust Nintendo. Just because I had 1 year that was questionable, I don't think that sets a precedent for the future. So this time we're doing... Oh, Christmas Eve? No, it's Christmas 2024. So this time around it's 200cc. And I was able to do custom items this time. So to start off, we'll actually be playing as Larry. My first Mario Kart character. We'll actually try doing a kart this time. Let me know what you think of Pac-Man World. It's one of my favorite games in the Pac-Man series. Merry Christmas, Reese! Do you get anything cool? Who the hell is Reese? Who the hell is Billy Dog? Sir Musty was on the stream last night. And that is going to be adapted into a video. I love how the spin-offs like Mario Kart are slowly infecting the mainline games. We got dash panels in 3D World, Bowser's Fury, and Wonder. I mean, the dash panels... There's an entire Mario Kart themed level in Super Mario 3D World. And Super Mario Odyssey referenced a ton of spin-offs. Alright, let's see. You got a turntable to play is Steely Dan records and speakers too? That's a great gift. You better not ruin those speakers by playing Taylor Swift, but I don't think you would. Who the hell is Billy Dog? I was gonna say, Baby Park, but Baby Park in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is good. I was thinking of Mario Kart DS. It's so funny that Bowser Jr. was in Baby Park's background, but he wasn't playable in the original Mario Kart 8. Can you guys believe that? Breaking Bad little people? Like the Fisher-Price little people? Or maybe that's Baby Bowser. Damn it! Waluigi Pinball in Mario Kart 7 vibes? Yeah, it is exactly like that. You know, considering the 3DS was able to update games that have DLC, I'm surprised they never updated it. Though I'm guessing Nintendo was just getting used to the internet back then. Whenever there's not a booster course pass track, I always just make sure to just choose random. I wish Luigi's Mansion was in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Echoes of Wisdom, you can't go wrong with that. You know, I never thought of the significance of the Twilight House and how it could be related to Sunshine. Fortnite. So how many of you will be getting the Switch 2 at launch? Other monsters would be cool. But it wouldn't be Luigi's Mansion without ghosts. I think we are going to wrap things up soon. So, by all means, you can play the Mario Kart tournament, but I gotta start editing the video for tomorrow, where it's a response to Sir Musty. So with that being said, I hope you all had a Merry Christmas. Look forward to more streams. And of course, just stay tuned for more content about the Switch 2 and Billy Dogs. I was gonna say keep calm and dot on, but it's not over yet. Orange Toad Gamer, it was a great day. I hope you had a great Christmas as well. But yeah, you guys have a Merry Christmas, and I will be seeing you guys for the next stream. And keep calm and da-da on. Merry Christmas.